Okay, let's start off with the build. I am running full Trailblazer setup with Perplexity runes. My trinkets are full Trailblazers as well. Those two are Vipers, just because, well, whatever, works. And weapons are Trailblazers as well. I run Bursting and Concentration. You can swap out Concentration for Tormenting Duration. Doesn't really matter, I just did not have it laying around, so I use Concentration. Plus, this one is missing a concentration and fusion, which we will just add. There we go. Okay, why do I not run boon duration that high? It just is the reason that this is fine enough. If you mimic the Well of Recall, plus the SOI, plus the one from the second Chronomancer, and all the shields you gain, it's enough to keep about 90% alacrity, which is good, and which is really fine. You don't really need to go higher, you don't need to go lower. So 15% is fine. As for the traits, why am I picking these traits? These Grandmaster traits are wrong. I'm picking those two. For illusions, that's obvious. We run a scepter, we want to do Condy damage, so we take illusions. Inspiration, we want to have the rest feedback. Also for the reflect on the worms. We want to have some blocks, sure. We want to have the shatter skills that remove conditions on us. That is real nice, because the other ones wouldn't make sense. Healing Prism, sure, yeah, whatever, get that on there. And those two are relevant. We want to have the descriptions for the 10-man as well. As for Chronomancer trait line, you have one well. Might as well take the healing on it, since you do not run any power, meaning the bonus physical damage on the F2 shatter you obtain is per shatter like 18 per clone, which is not a lot, so just ignore it. Then improved alacrity, you do not want to run danger time since you do not crit. Illusionary reversion is relevant since you do spawn enough of clones with the scepter, thus we take improved alacrity. And seize the moment is important, so we do not need to run a quickness well, meaning we can lower the boon duration. If we would run a quickness well, we need to go up to 50-60% boon duration. So this is the setup. And 4 important blocks while you watch the video. Watch out for the scepter 2 blocks. Then watch out for the shield 4 blocks and all the signets to the sword stuff. Everything else can be seen in the video and is pretty easy. Okay, now as for the video of the solar circle, again without sound, and I will be just showing you. Note, we do not have a necromancer, we do instead have the two druids, both of them pushing, which is quite good. This is not the cleanest kill since people will die in the run. Okay, then let's start the run. As you can see, we jump in with our mounts. We dismount, we do an opening, just a basic one, get some clones, then just take the SOI and the Alacrity well in the split, use the rest of the split for bonus DPS, go for more DPS, and then give more boons. Okay, what you've seen here, I am taking this one over. As you can see, the first wall had just passed us. Once the first wall is like past the middle, you want to take over the first aggro. This providing the other tank with about 2 stacks. He just start there, whatever. We res him, get the feedback up, get some reflex to block ourselves. That's good. There again, just block it a bit, sidestep the attacks, Make sure that you don't move the boss very much. In Trailblazer's gear, you are quite resistant to the damage you take. Still make sure you block as much as you can to alleviate the pressure from your druids. Then once you reach 2 stacks, you can be sure that the other chrono should take it over. Should take the aggro over. As for the CC, you have CC in form of the F3, your torch 5 is CC, and your shield 5 is CC. If the CC is not enough, just push out everything. You have enough time to summon 3 clones with just auto attacks from it. That's fine. And you just see me again, moving it as little as possible. to keep the run as healthy as possible. Here you go again. Someone died to the wall. I don't know why, but whatever. Get the boss back into the middle. Okay, what you can see here. If you look at these little neat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little slots on the minimap. This one, and the one over here. So if you look on the map, this one, and the ones in the back. You can stand on, and if you stand on them for the tanking, you can actually clip the walls so that you can stand outside of them with the boss standing like in the middle of the wall. Like you see this? The wall will go through the middle of the boss, so you do not need to move if this was either here or here. So if you have a slot here or here, it's good. So you need to move less. Again, try to res up people as fast as possible so the healers don't need to do that. My utility ran out, whatever. Okay, you see me... Do I? No, I don't. There again, my stacks were gone. I take over the aggro. Just see myself up. You can sustain yourself quite a long time on low HP, which is quite nice. Once again, res all the people. And move the boss further. Again, move as little as possible if you need to move the boss. And again, as you can see, I tried to put the boss next to the orb, so we do not need to move very much. If the next wall appears, someone died just there. Unfortunately, we need to move now. The other chrono takes over. Okay, so right here, you would not be needed to move. Soulless was standing there. You could have just clipped around the edge of the wall, and you would have been fine. The other chrono moved, however, which was irrelevant, but whatever. Another thing, if you tank this close to the red zone, you will get the hate of all your mirages in the squad, since they are unable to properly use their X3. If they do and they get into red, it's bad for them. They get all their boons converted to conditions, which is not good. Once again, for CC, you get all of them out, and then CC is already done. Next one, as you see, I just move it a bit because we're too deep in. I try to position the boss again on the little bubble, which does not always work since the boss has some weird movement sometimes. Once again, try to get out as much DPS as you can, while also maintaining a healthy amount of HP. Okay, furthermore, one trick, there you go. Okay, so the one trick I wanted to tell you about was, as a tank, it is very important that you are the first one that is moving. You need to move to the other side of the arena. You need to move the boss as soon as possible so the others react. Meaning, either turn your camera around to see where the walls come from, or just look at your minimap. As you could see, this, and these four right here are one wall that's facing out there, and these four are the other wall that is just coming toward us. So this wall, that's just coming toward us. You can see Soulless stand on the edge. You do not need to move her again. Get off this bubble to stand there. And now we just get the last 8%. Once again, no need to move. I take over the aggro, since I do not have any more stacks. Just do the last bit of CC, and the fight is now basically done. Now the wall is coming. As you can see, we do not need to move, since the wall just goes through the middle of the boss, so we can stand on the edge and do not need to move. Just make sure you stand on a very safe distance, and there's the kill. So to summarize it, look at those bubbles, try to keep her on edge of walls, so you do not need to move that often in pugs. And considering that, that is basically everything you need to know for the tanking. If you do have questions, leave them down below.